All right, man, we're rolling. It's a Six Pack Podcast, episode 56, I think, or 7. Not a whole 100% sure, but I'll figure it out. But we got Lewis in today, the man behind Fostepco, Crooked2thstudios.
That's good.
Man, you use a little bit of everything. You run sound at a lot of places.
Yeah, I've been doing this shit since I was young, so I just over time, like, I get bored of, and not bored, but like I see something and I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so I try it out and just start learning different stuff.
So is that how the label for Stepco, everything started? You just wanted to get into it?
Yeah, I guess it started off, everything started with me just fucking, I wanted to play guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in bands growing up, and I never really got the opportunity to like
to
meet
do that
people that and like start a band with them and stuff. So it was always just and like I would get into band. I wanted to play drums and stuff, and they wouldn't let me on the drums. So eventually, like, I got into like rapping and shit.
Yeah.
And fucking just finding these artists that I thought were dope and were doing their own thing. So I was like, damn, I kind of want to be like them and shit. Found producers that were making beats on machines, beat machines, like finger tapping beats and shit.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the coolest shit. So that took me back to like wanting to play an instrument and shit. I appreciate you. Wanting to play an instrument and shit, and that's because in a sense that's pretty much an instrument, you know. Even your vocals when you're a rapper, I would say are an instrument.
Yeah. Dude, it's a form of art. That's, I mean, expressing yourself just like you would on a piano or with writing a song, like musically. It's the same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so let's talk about the name Fostepco. I already know the story. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
But just to spread the word.
Right. Yeah, so Fostepco is a historic name of that side of Fort Worth where I grew up. And I never knew until about, I don't know when I started doing this shit, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It feels cliche to say the number 4 at any point. It does. It's like, oh yeah, here he goes, fucking say it. Yeah. But, so it can never be 4. I always just change it, like, no, it could have been 3. But, so, I never knew, and I was just chilling with homeboys. We were maybe like, I don't know, what was I, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, so I was maybe 23, and so we're just in the backyard, you know, it's like back then I used to drink some more, and sitting there drinking, mind you, I took a Molly, so I felt good as hell, and a homeboy just like, I don't know what we were talking about, and he just randomly, my homie Omar, he fucking pointed out that the name of the neighborhood we all grew up in was Fostepco Heights. Like, that was a historic name. And being that I'm on Molly, when he says that, it just kind of like echoes through my head and just like gives me the chills, and like it felt good, like, you know, like almost fucking jizz myself and shit. And but yeah, it just felt good, and I don't know if you've ever gotten that feeling, like it's just like it goes through your whole body and shit, and that's when I knew, like, okay, there's the name that I've been looking for, because I was already in the process of rebranding. I've started like several brands, and just was tired of those names. I was looking for a new image, a new way of doing things, and so it being something that I felt like represented two of the most talented and like coolest people I knew type shit, because I grew up with these fools, and we're all artists and from the same neighborhood. I was like, I can kind of use this as a platform, like as a community of artists and stuff, and I was already doing the apparel stuff, so, you know, I worked with that too. And
Jesus Christ, hold on.
Deep cuts.
Yeah. I hate editing. So much bullshit.
You never get one just smooth all the way?
Occasionally, it does happen.
It's an occasion.
But, I mean, it's like 1 out of 5
Yeah.
that I'll get one. Alright, I think we're clear. Alright. But now to go back on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the name, it came to you representing. So when it first started, how many was there 4 of y'all?
I wouldn't necessarily say 4. Like I would put like. Cause the thing is, I was doing graffiti and shit, so I was in these crews, and that was already like a handful of motherfuckers, and so to me, like the platform I wanted to build was just representing talent, you know.
Yeah.
Not in any specific, like not just rappers and
Yeah.
just but fucking artists, being graffiti writers, painters, photographers, you know, the rappers, bands,
Yeah.
producers, people that make apparel, like just any creative dope shit, you know.
Yeah.
Just a platform to shine light on that, because I didn't have those opportunities growing up. There
Yeah.
were no platforms willing to accept the underground community and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, well, you're pushing forward, man. Like that Bump and Shoulders show, man. That was
yeah, no, that was a good.
That was a
turnout.
packed house.
Fucking, on the Thursday.
On a Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, I was nervous as fuck. I was telling everyone like, yeah, I picture myself standing up on the DJ table, and then just looking out there, and there's just like a spotlight in an empty room, like a fucking.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I mean, it was. Man, I've been to Tulips plenty of times,
Yeah.
and that was probably one of the most packs I've seen
Yeah.
Tulips.
Yeah, no, the owner was excited about it and shit. So I felt like we left a good impression. So hopefully we can throw some more shows there.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, man. So how many people are on the label, like on Fostepco, like that you work with, like on a regular? Because I know like the collab stuff, like it always like on Apple Music, it just says Fostepco and then it has the artist name.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people, dude, right?
So there's officially, like, there's a lot of artists that I work with.
Yeah.
Really. But the thing is, like, a lot of people aren't as serious as the other ones.
Okay.
And so I just peep game on who's really doing what.
Yeah.
Who's really trying to work and shit. And so I've phased through like several chapters of where there were like different artists on the label type shit. Different groups, different, you know, and some of them just don't make music anymore, or we just fell off type shit.
Yeah.
Went separate ways. But there was just like not that I guess connection and shit. And so like going towards now, like I drop tapes with a bunch of different artists through the label and shit.
Yeah.
But that's more of like a collaborative like thing, like producer with
I got you.
like when Metro Boomin does some shit with Future or and so lately though, right now I would say Tropicana mainly, and D-Lo.
Yeah.
D-Lo. But shit, we're working on like Play a Fade.
Yeah. No, he did good. That was his. That was Bubba Show. That was his first show, right?
Yeah, I met him maybe like 2 years ago, and he hadn't recorded before. I met him through a Northside Casket. He hadn't recorded before, but when he got in the booth, I mean, I was entertained. Like it sounded dope. It was like he just had like the style and the fucking the tone to him and shit.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like he'd been doing it for a while now and shit. And homie's flying. He puts in work and shit. So I've been fucking with him. He shows dedication. We dropped that video and ran up like. That video's ran up the most plays in a single day out of, I wouldn't say all of them, but most of the videos we dropped. And that just shows like fucking that people fuck with it, and that
Yeah.
he's got support, you know, from
Yeah,
his
for sure.
people and shit like that. So that was dope to see. So yeah, I seen that work and shit, you know, and to me that deserves like fucking like yeah, I'll throw you on a show
Yeah.
let's see, let's make you grow and shit, you know, and yeah, and who else was on there? Fuck Paris was on there.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah, he did good. I didn't really get to catch his set though, cause
I caught some of it. I didn't catch all of it.
Yeah.
I gotta go catch up on his music because I'm gonna have him on.
yeah, I was running around like motherfucker. I kept forgetting sometimes that there was a DJ. Like I was the DJ, and so I'd fucking be like in the back. I wanted to go to the green room and party with the artists and shit.
Yeah, it was fun back there, bro.
It's nice having a fucking green room you can smoke in and shit. Usually, a lot of these venues don't have nothing
Dude,
like that.
it
for
was
artists.
it was
smoke the fuck
yeah,
out.
bro. There was at least like 4 blunts going around, and I handed one off, and someone handed me one. I was like, "Nah, bro, I just passed it to you." He's like, "No, that one was going that way.
Yeah, no,
this
there's
one's
another
going this
one.
way."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, for real?" I wasn't ready for this, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but yeah, man. So, Crooked Tooth is the studio.
Yeah.
Fostepco is the brand, the label. But dude, you got everything going on. You do shirts, like you did the stuff for Revive for the coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
You did
I
the
made
hats
her
and the shirts?
Yeah, they're no. I didn't make their shirts.
No?
I just made the hats.
Oh, you made the hats?
They already had the shirts whenever I went up there.
Okay.
Um.
But then you do stuff with Gabby. You did Gabby's logo, right?
Yeah. That's.
And then you did the art for what's the song? The picture of Gabby praying.
Minton, Don't Make a Sound.
Don't make a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She hit me up asking like, "Hey, I want something kind of like the creepy stuff." You know?
I told her, I was like, make these shirts. I'll pre-order one right now.
I
I was like, I want that shirt.
She shared that one or something. And it was a picture of her, right, as a baby.
Yeah.
And my ass just went on there and started vandalizing it, and it was like prayer hands, and
Yeah.
I like drew it to where it was closed, and it was
Yeah.
just like a finger flipping them off and shit. Fucking upside down crosses and shit, and then she asked for me to flip it around.
Yeah.
Like upside down, and she said her mom was tripping about that.
Yeah, I mean,
She's like, but why is it upside down? That's kind of like demonic and shit.
it's the dark side.
Like, I don't know, Gabby, you over here doing rituals and shit, occult shit. That's that.
Hey, so when you shot that video with her, that was in Rock Island, right?
Yeah, that was at my boy David's crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like that randomly came together. Were y'all like searching for a spot?
No, just I sat down with Gabby and we went over the song and kind of discussed ideas, and she wanted something creepy, something, yeah, she mentioned an abandoned house and shit, and I was like, oh,
I know a guy.
yeah, I know the spot, fucking follow me. I took it down there, because that's where we threw Rock the Block, the first Rock the Block, which was a continuation of the episode of house shows we used to throw. And so, yeah, that was... You didn't go to that one, did you?
No.
Yeah, we had... The whole gang was there. Fucking Chop performed, Treehouse, CJ, the Deep End, Slug, D-Lo, Kush Costa, and then I had my boys Syke and Mason painting on the back walls.
Mhm.
So they were doing graffiti pieces, and Mason painted this badass like tattoo style tiger, like
Yeah.
fucking some Asian shit. But yeah, we started like around 5 and it went to about 12. Like a whole bunch of people showed up, BYOB and shit. Like yeah, I got a recap on the. I'll show you after this. And shit.
Alright.
But so mentioned that whole because we're getting ready to throw Rock the Block 2. I don't want to announce the day yet because it's not too solid.
No, that's fine.
It's kind of watery, but
Just a
yeah,
sneak,
it's
just a teaser.
It's gonna be sometime like late April. I
Okay.
think. It'll be cool though. We got a nice ass wall, big wall. We're gonna be painting and shit. So if you know anyone that paints and does murals and shit, we do that.
I don't know anyone who paints.
Nadia? No.
Not dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know plenty of people.
Yeah, no, I know. 'Cause like I said, like I grew up doing graffiti. I paint.
Yeah.
You know, so fucking yeah, being in that world and also like the music and
Yeah.
cause it's all kind of it's all related, but they never really merge and shit.
Right.
And I kind of the goal with the brand too is to kind of merge cultures and like bridge those gaps. You know what I'm saying? For people to connect and shit. Like there not be like a stigma like oh you dress like this so you gotta like this kind of music type shit. Or, you know like fucking like you can like anything type shit.
Yeah. Oh goddamn. But yeah, that's like I mean the brand carries, bro, because like out and about I got the sticker on my car and then people were like, hey, foes up, and then like somebody's like, I was with someone and she was like, what is he talking about?
You're
I was
in a
like,
gang?
it's if I have to explain it to you then you don't know. It's fine.
It's
like I don't. It doesn't like.
You're gonna make it sound lame.
Yeah, like, I don't gotta explain it. I know what he was talking about. He knows why I have the sticker. But yeah, man. But so you're just across the board, like because I've been, man. You run sound at shows that aren't like album or aren't label related. You just run shows, just run sound.
Yeah.
And like you do comedy shows. We do.
Yeah.
I've showed up at there's a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on call and stuff, and it's just a job to me. You know, fucking they call me, I need some money, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's it.
And there's a lot of them. The reason I like it is because I get to meet artists because I never know who's gonna be playing type shit.
Right.
I mean, I can kind of know ahead of time, but yeah, just fucking.
But it might be
being
someone
able to make those connections.
Yeah, you never met them before.
Yeah,
and you can sit down in a room with them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, shit, I got to meet Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah.
You know, I was fucking chopping it up with him, and that was cool as fuck. I didn't even realize it was Sir Mix-a-Lot because he was just so laid back, not like I guess I thought he would be.
Yeah, you imagine.
I was kind of like nervous of like even if I knew who he was, I wouldn't have fucking probably said anything to him, but. Yeah, just chopping it up with him. He was fucking in his like dirty white tee and like pajamas and shit. I just left the hotel, I guess, and shit. We were just doing sound check and yeah, like nothing. So like I said, you never know who the fuck you're gonna meet, and it's just cool to fucking build those connections. What if they were looking for a sound guy, you know?
Exactly.
And you do a good job at that spot. Next thing you know, you're on the fucking road. And,
yeah.
Because that's how that shit happens, really.
For sure.
All of those. That's how I always tell these people is like fucking put yourself in those positions where those opportunities could, you know, come up.
I mean, just it's networking. You taking a sound job, you're networking.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to network, basically.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know because dude, I go out with intention. I go out with intention to meet people for the podcast, just to know people in Fort Worth, and. Yeah. Besides, like, I know you do that, like, but me and Dank are out, like, constantly, just randomly, and that's how I met a lot of people that I know now, and it's just like, oh, we're gonna show up here, we're gonna go do this, we're gonna go here, like, all right, let's go, like, not limiting yourself on, like, we went to an open mic for, like, poetry reading, on Race Street, and shout out to CC, but it was a dope event, like, I didn't expect my Friday night to end up there, but it was just fun to hang out, meet new people. But yeah, man, like networking's everything, and that's why I sit out here with the merch on. I had to support. I hadn't bought myself any merch. Like my son has that camo jacket, and he rocks it. But I was like, I gotta get some merch. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna order it. But yeah, man, like supporting local and being around here. That's like when I like the Revive stuff that you're doing at the coffee shop over there.
Yeah, that open mic.
Like, what do y'all do that the first Saturday?
It was the first Sunday of every month.
The first Sunday, right? Yeah. It was Sunday. I was that hungover. Yeah, it was Sunday.
We're pausing it for this month, but we're gonna start again in April. That should be cool though.
All right, man.
That's another like cool just thing to do, just because, like I said, you never know who's gonna come up and want to do an open mic, and
Yeah, and I mean,
you find like talent. That's when you're really helping the community, because you can help like these young people that are in your community.
Yeah.
Fucking.
because I mean, you can't. I mean, everybody's not ready to get booked for a show. They might, talent wise, they may have the talent, but they might not be at that level.
Yeah.
So like open mics serve a purpose. Like there's a lot of dudes that just they've ran open mics and then that's how they figured out who they were as an artist. Yeah. But all right, man. So I know we've partaken in the marijuana before, but like, dude, I ain't never seen you drink a beer, ever. I've never seen you drink a beer, and I took beer to your house the other night, and I left it there.
It's still there. Like, I thought about bringing some because I was like,
nah, it's good, man. Like, it's just good to have beer in your fridge. You don't know who's gonna show up.
Yeah, no, you never know.
But dude, what is your drink of choice? Because I've seen you drink like mixed drinks. It looks like, or I don't know if you're just drinking like seltzer water.
On a good day, this is my perfect day. I have a green juice in the morning.
Yeah.
Like a fresh pressed green orange juice. It's fucking fire. And then my smoothie. That counts as a drink, I think. And then probably some Topo Chicos the rest of the day.
Really? But okay, so what are you drinking when we're at shows? Because you always have like a glass, and it looks like a mixed drink to me. It looks like seltzer.
Well, like if I am drinking because I do drink beer and shit, I just try to limit myself. Like I just don't like being drunk, really, like for no reason, like in the day and shit. Because I
think we need to hang out more because I need to work on mine. I just be drunk for no reason all the time. Why are you drunk right now?
Yeah,
It's Sunday and I was awake.
Yin and yang, but
green smoothies.
Nah, it's because growing up, like that's what I was doing. I was drunk all the time.
Oh, okay. See, well,
I did that shit already. Like I'm good now. I fought my demons. I won. I'm over here now.
I hang out with my demons.
Yeah. See,
I welcome them like, hey guys, let's go.
And I hang with them too, but they're like on that side. I keep them outside like dogs. I just use them, But yeah, no. When I had my first studio, like 18 years old, I mean, that's when I was with the homies in Treehouse Cabaret. So we were all going in on the spot. And it was out there on Camp Bowie. It was just some like office suites, right next to Rusty's. You know what Rusty's is? The pool hall. Rusty's. And there's like Stars Cabaret.
Like, oh, you're talking about like a Highway 80, like out there by the like Fiesta and I think Yellow Rose Saloons out there.
Maybe
right now. There used to be a Ponchos out there back in the day.
Yeah.
I got that way.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But so I'm out there with Treehouse. We got the studio space, and we would crash out there like all the time. And I think I had just quit the Dallas job, so I would sleep there and fucking wake up the next day, walk to the store next door, and go get a 24-pack or go buy 30 packs of Miller High Life because it was only $20.
Hell yeah, it's still only $20. And I'll get down on some Miller High Life to this day. Put some lime and salt. It tastes like the Mexican beer. No one knows.
So that's what we were drinking because it was either the big packs of that or fucking Mickey's and fucking just like Tall Boys. Fucking.
I feel like I got way too excited when you said
that. That sparked some nostalgia.
What?
Yeah, and so that's the thing is we were doing that every day.
Yeah, I know what you.
And now for like 2-3 years, and we're just making music and fucking drinking, doing drugs, and that was my life for 2-3 years, and it was very productive.
Yeah.
It was very productive. I mean, it got me to where I am now. Like I wouldn't be here without those years and shit. But something had to change.
Can't. Oh, it's hard to keep up with that pace.
Like no sleep and fucking because even now, like, I still I just have trouble sleeping naturally.
Yeah.
But,
I know, bro. You be at the gym like early sometimes. You just be out and about.
Yeah, I was thinking of going after this again.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
I know. I see your stories and I'm like, man, this dude's at the gym, and I'm like, me and my cousin supposed to go back to the gym this week, and I'm like, I'm already finding excuses to not go.
Hey, I think it's gonna rain.
I was like, but Brewed Up Joe has a show Wednesday night at Lola's, so
Run to the show.
Run to the show.
Yeah, take a jump rope.
That's a long run.
At least a little squeeze.
I'm working on my.
Yeah, just you're that guy just there in the corner.
You gotta get the jump rope while Joe's rapping.
Yeah,
like that crazy. That
you
crazy
probably motivate him to make him move.
No, I was there. I was at Lola's last night.
Oh, how was that?
It was alright. It was an open mic. They had stand up comedy. I talked to some of the comedians. They're gonna be at Mad Hatter tonight. Yeah. But they're just working through material. They're like, let me talk about this and let me talk about that. And like they said, because they were like, this isn't even our good set. This is just the new stuff we're trying to work out with the crowd and see what pops and see what people pay attention to, what turns heads. And I just went in there to grab a drink.
He was a bit lazy.
Huh?
He was a bit lazy.
Who?
Joe.
On Wednesday he will be. I was just there by myself last night.
Oh, okay.
But man, there's some bars that out there towards where Lazy stays at that I've been going to, and I've been telling him like, hey man, check this out. This one bar, he's like, no, check this one out. But they're like these old like redneck country bars out there in Rendon. Like but they're chill, bro.
They're like the ones in White Settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like going to the. I think what happened was that slowed down my drinking was getting to the age where we were old enough to go to bars and going out to those bars and noticing like how productive that wasn't, you know, and like
yeah.
So then like the homies wanted to go to bars now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I want to stay here and fucking do shit.
Yeah.
We can get drunk, you know, but I want to be here.
Yeah, but I want to
be doing shit.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I just never liked that bar life, like going out there. Unless you're going to go meet some bitches and shit, but if you're just going to go fucking chop it up with the homies, like, every fucking day and shit, like you're just fucking spending excessive money on beer.
Exactly.
And shit. Like, dog, let's get some 40s, come kick it at the crib.
Yeah.
You know, let's fucking be smart. If we ain't going for no bitches, we ain't going for networking or whatever the fuck. Like,
I got you. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Or there was some loud ass music and shit.
Yeah.
Can't even talk to each other and shit.
Exactly. I mean, it's good. It's good every now and again, but at the same time, to do it every night, to do it 3 nights out of the weekend. Yeah. Like I feel like sometimes I'm trying to prove a point. Like I can still do this.
Well, what upsets me is just like, cause I'll be trying to hang out with my homies and shit, and they won't fucking want to do shit, and they'll invite me to the bar. And it's like there's got to be something else to do. Like why is that?
You right, man. You right.
Why is that the only
cause I get like that with my cousin. Because I always invite my cousin out. But, I mean, he's married. He's got kids and stuff. And, like, he'd be like, nah, man, I can't. And, I'm not mad at him. Like, you're taking care of business, bro. Yeah. Like, you're at the house. You're being a dad. You're being a husband. And then I'm like, bro, like, what if I get, like, a 6-pack and come by? He's like, come on. Like, he's down to hang out. Like, we'll sit there and we'll watch, like, sci-fi movies. We'll sit there and talk and hang out. And it's a good time. But there's a part of me that's like, I want to go out. And there's another part of me that's like, man, I only spent like $10 on a 6-pack and hung out with him.
Kick it with the homie.
And me, dude, like me, I'll drop $80 at a bar, like in the quickness.
Yeah, and it's not about like fucking, like anybody, I guess, not being able to spend that money and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
But at the same time, I could have, there's so much better things I could do with all that money.
And that's what I think is just in the grand scheme of things. It's like, God damn it! And then here you're gonna be complaining about like being short on money and shit.
Yeah.
And fucking looking at the next guy at what they have and being like, must be nice and shit.
Yeah.
But you're spending $80 at the bar 3 times a week probably. You know, so what are we doing here? You know,
man, like, you over here gonna make me stop going to the bar. No, but like I get it because I am that way. Like I'll start out a night like I'm just gonna go have one drink, and then I'm like, where are we going next? And then, but let's see, I make up for time because I got my kids every other week. So for 1 week, I just stay at the crib. Like I don't go out. I don't do nothing. I'll get some beers and I'll chill at the house. I'll watch Mavs game. I'll watch whatever's on TV. But then the next week, it feels like I try to make up for lost time. Like I didn't do nothing last weekend, so I got to go balls to the wall this weekend, and I got to get out of that.
Yeah.
So like this weekend, I got my baby's birthday coming up. Gonna have a cookout. Got jump house, all this stuff. But it'd been easier to pay for some of that stuff if I wouldn't have spent $80 at 3 different bars.
Yeah. Fucking burning money.
For sure. But all right, man. So I always make a point to talk about mental health. But I feel like your mental health status is way better than mine. Like you go to the gym,
right?
Like you still tag, right? Yes or no? Allegedly, but you. I feel like you have a lot of outlets that a lot of other people don't get the experience to have. Like, cause you like when you're doing you were making beats. Like, dude, you're just expressing yourself. You're letting yourself out. And then I see you at the gym. And then I'm over here like, I need a beer. And you're like, oh, I need a green smoothie. I'm like, God damn it.
Nah, like I said.
Dude,
like,
I ain't never seen you in a bad mood.
I just don't display it.
Well, okay. Like, I get
I'm
that.
Very, I know when to, I don't let people piss me off and shit. Like, I don't get fazed by stuff I can't control and how other people are reacting to shit or whatever. But like I said, like I chill with my demons and shit. Like I said, but I just keep them outside. It's just it's a constant battle every day, really. To like that's why you see me doing those things is because if I wasn't, I'd be doing these other things. You know, I'd be letting them in type shit. And so doing these things like fucking working out and making beats, drawing, fucking whatever the fuck, designing, and just all these outlets, like you said, helps battle that urge or like fucking for mental sabotage. Like a lot of it is just like self-sabotage, like fucking we do it to ourselves, you know. And realizing that is a big part of that growth, to being able to escape that rut you're in and shit. Because I feel like a lot of people just aren't honest with themselves truly. Like you can become aware of why you feel the way you feel, and you can say you're trying to break out of it, but you're looking for every excuse as to why you haven't been able to or why you can't. And I think that you're cutting yourself slack, because it's easy as fuck to be like, okay, try again tomorrow and shit, but we're not really putting forth like our full effort. It's kind of just to be able to say like, yeah, we tried, I tried, like more to display it, you know, rather than to be able to say it than to really, really want it, because that's what separates, like not even in just mental health, but what separates the people who say they want something and the people who really want something. Like it's obvious in the actions and the way they live. Like
bro, that shit was deep as fuck, man.
I can keep going, but I just realized I was talking for a while.
That's fine. That's what we're here for. We're just here to talk. But yeah, dude, that was I mean, you hit a lot of stuff right on the head. Like a lot of people, I know I do it. Like, I want to lose weight, but then I'm over here making excuses to not go to the gym. And I want to lose weight, but then I'm over here drinking all this beer and eating like shit. Like it and then you said it separates. Like if you really want it, like you gotta display that in your life and your actions. Like what do you really want? Like. Man, this is my therapy session, man. Damn.
What does Dr. Phil say? How does that make you feel?
How does that make you feel?
But yeah, no, it's hard. It's really hard, like I said, and you gotta take it like second by second, minute by minute, because a lot of people get overwhelmed with like thinking about next week, thinking about next month, thinking about like some party that's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna be over there sober, or like, or you know, like whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you're trying to like battle and shit, and so that's overwhelming. And it's like I can't do that. Like that's too much of a heavy load.
Yeah. No.
Just like relax and you breathe and fucking just assess the moment you're in. You know, live in the moment and breathe and fucking. Remember, like, you got this, it's alright, everything's good. Because, I mean, like, you gotta think about it, like, we're not really meant to be on all of these substances or, like, living the lifestyles that they've kind of, fucking, I don't know, like, conditioned us to live. You know, like, fucking being at work all day and fucking behind a computer, whatever the fuck, like, we're meant to be out there hunting and fucking being active and shit, you know. And what our life has turned into a lot is just fucking sitting down and fucking trying to relax.
Sitting behind the computer, sitting in front of a TV.
Yeah, because they fucking beat us down with work and shit, and then, you know, so it's like, now you want to just fucking go home and do nothing and shit. But then that's also the time when you should be fucking investing your time, because really, like, your time is the most valuable thing, the best currency. Like, I would put time over money, because you can make more money, but you can't get time back.
Yeah, you can't get time back.
You know, you can only lose time, type shit. And so investing that time into yourself, not just into the fucking man, like, going to their job to pay for their shit, you know, invest into your health and shit. I
was watching, I guess I was on YouTube, and this guy was talking about it. He was talking about in our lives, we can retire when we're 66, 67 from a normal job. That's your retirement. So that's when you can get out your 401k from a big company. That's when you can get on Social Security. Like, you paid all these taxes and everything in. Mm-hmm. But our life expectancy is like 70 years old. So we're going to work our entire lives, and then 3 years, when we retire, we live 3 years longer than that. And you sit there and think about it, and people are like, "Oh, well, you're 50, you're a middle aged." No, when you're 30, you're middle aged. Like, when you're 30, you're at the middle of your life, and then we're fighting for another 30 years to get to retirement. Most people don't live past 71, 72. So it's like,
it's a big scam.
Yeah, it's a scam, bro. Like, we should be able to retire when we're like 45, 50.
Yeah,
like,
get at least a good 20 years.
Yeah, get some time to just kind of like chill out and be like. But there's people that start their lives over at 40 now. Like, there's 40-year-old.
My grandpa, when he retired, he's like 60, but that fool's still moving and shit. And that fool moved to Mexico and fucking build a stable and like doing shit with hay and like active motherfucker. And that's probably it's in my blood, like seeing that hardworking motherfucker and seeing my dad hardworking and shit. Like, I can't just be sitting there. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, like,
I wasn't raised like that.
My dad, he has some foot issues right now, but man, a year and a half ago, he was still full blown. Yeah. Past 60, fucking working hard and everything, and now some health issues and stuff. But like, he was working until the day they said, "Okay, you can't work no more. You got to sit back, you got to heal up and stuff." So, like, but there's some people that are like, "Oh, I'm just ready to get to 66 and a half or 67," and it's like, at that age, it's like, what are you gonna do now? Like, you've been busting ass all these years, and then you're just gonna go to the house. You can watch TV. Like, I would go crazy, dude, because I'm a mechanic. I work on my hands all day.
I would just be traveling.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you got a plan, like, then that's great. But I mean, there's some people that they retire and then they just sit at the house. And if you didn't set money aside, or you didn't have a 401, or you didn't invest in something, then you don't have money to do anything. You just have money to sit at home.
Yeah, just to fucking get by.
Yeah, I can pay my bills and live here, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's trash. It's definitely trash.
Wow, man, we done talked about life, about my demons, about me going to the gym. Damn.
You want to work out that.
All right, man. So we talked about mental health. We talked about, we talked about your background, of course, with Fostepco, with where the name came from. You grew up in Fostepco Heights, which is that's North Side.
Yeah, it's in
like,
the north side area. Like
I looked it up on a map.
in between, like in Diamond Hill, north side area. Type
Yeah.
Shit. But so yeah, Fostepco Heights. I don't know what you would call them, like lots, blocks, but it's so they're like, imagine north side subdivided into more.
Yeah. Smaller neighborhoods within the neighborhood.
Yeah, because like by the coffee shop, it was like Rosen Heights.
Yeah.
And then there's like Old North Side and just like a bunch of different shit. Yeah, it gets crazy, but it's interesting just to learn like the history on shit. You know?
Yeah. No, that's like I get like cause Fort Worth history, like the red light district, Hell's Half Acre, and that kind of stuff. Like I get into that, like cause my dad would talk about it to me when I was younger, and like Wild Acre Brewery, they like, oh, we're in that Hell's Half Acre. That's where they got the acre name, but really they're not. Hell's Half Acre was right there by the convention center. The only thing, Acre Distillery, they are actually in what Hell's Half Acre was, and it's just them and Malone's Pub. Those are the only two that are actually in that old school red light district where there was gun fights and prostitution and all that shit. Like it was right there, like right next to the railroad. Like, but like all that shit fascinates me. Like, and then looking at like the Fort Worth Cats, and then people are like, well, why are they the Fort Worth Cats? Dude, do you know why we're Panther City? You know the story?
There used to be a Panther, right, somewhere.
No, man. Happened? There was this shitty fucking city councilman from Dallas. He said, Fort Worth, what are y'all talking about? I went over there to the courthouse, and there was a panther sitting on the steps. And it was like a poke at us, like talking shit. And then from that point on, we took the concept and like, oh, so we just became Panther City. And like one dude was talking shit, and then we're like, you know what, fuck you, homeboy. Like, and all that time,
but
I don't ever know. Why
would it be offended that? Why would it be offensive that there's a panther?
Because we were, they were saying that we were like
the what,
like
jungle?
like we were in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing here. Like we didn't matter. Like y'all are nobodies. Y'all are just like the small village over there.
Word.
And we took offense and we ran with it. And
yeah, we're Panthers.
Yeah, and we're Panther City now.
I didn't know that. I thought someone had said some shit about there being an actual panther somewhere.
The research that I did, that's the story. That's the only story I found of like why the fuck are we Panther City? Because I was curious, and now we got a lacrosse team and all this other stuff. So,
lacrosse team?
Yeah, we got a lacrosse team. They play at Dickies.
Where is that arena?
Dickies Arena?
Yeah.
Right there by the museums on Montgomery.
Oh, okay, yeah, now I know. They just threw a pretty big show there. I don't know why we don't use that hole more for other shows, cause
they got like country shows and stuff going on.
That's the goal next year, like fucking sell out Dickies Arena.
That's a big goal. That's a big arena, dude. I'm gonna go to Raw. I'm gonna go Monday Night Raw there next month. Yeah. Take my middle son to go see wrestlers.
Just need some money. There's some people willing to spend it. You know, someone willing to let me spend their money. Just gotta make it sound good.
Yeah, wait, man. Yeah. Business planning is everything.
I'm gonna bring.
You have a plan and you can run it.
Just need to come up with some artists. Tap in, pay Post Malone half a Subway sandwich.
He did a show there with Roddy Ricch, but the tickets here at Dickies were like $150 for like the nosebleed, but in Dallas the nosebleeds were like $60 because the venue's bigger out there. I know my kids went to go see monster trucks there.
Oh hell yeah, those shows were dope. I used to go see in the stockyards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would see monster trucks. We would see like the clown circus shit.
Yeah.
And then also saw this like Power Rangers one.
I saw that one at Will Rogers. Yeah, the Power Rangers.
Maybe
one.
That's what
I was a little kid.
That shit's
my mom's got this picture of like they look like the real Power Rangers, but underneath it's not the actors.
Yeah, for sure.
But still,
which they should have, because they're all from fucking like around the area and shit.
Oh, that was gross. That projection cough, gross. I'm not editing that out. I don't give a fuck.
Slow it down. At that moment, I should have made a face like. fucking at that point. I
That
walk
was-
out
that
like,
was
dude,
fucking
did you really just
projectile,
do
bro.
that?
I was like, God damn.
That's how you acknowledge it.
I know it would have
And
been
it was
worse
like-
if I didn't acknowledge it and someone like, did this fool just
Yeah.
fucking cough like that? I was like, oh man,
Oh shit!
dude, you know my voice always gets fucked up before I do podcasts.
It's all that fucking vape, dude.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
yeah, with that, bro.
That's it. The stick.
Nah, it's because I be screaming at the like when we go to curfew.
It's never the vape.
It's never the vape,
It's
bro.
never the vape.
It's never the vape.
It's never the cigarettes. Richard would say it's never the alcohol. It's not the alcohol.
Mm-mm. It's not the alcohol. This is seltzer water, bro.
I can't breathe. Where's my vape?
Exactly. Where's my oxygen tank, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better now.
I used to make a joke that I can't breathe unless I'm smoking. Like, I can't breathe. Hand me a blunt.
Yeah. All right, so I think we ran through most of the topics I'll talk about. What you got coming up, man? You just said the next in April, end of April,
So we got
but no hard
got-
date.
kickball
Oh yeah, we do. We didn't talk about the kickball game.
2 Sundays.
Did you you got your team together? Did y'all practice yet?
Why are you worried about it?
Because I'm not on your team. I just want to know if y'all practice. We talk about practice.
You see me at the gym.
Yeah, I know.
I've been living this lifestyle.
Oh.
I've been getting ready for this kickball game since fucking since I decided to find Jesus
To find Jesus.
and stop being a heathen. Started running every day. I watched a couple Bruce Lee movies. Yeah, caught up on some Wu-Tang films. So my skills are sharp right now. But yeah, I found a team. Got the elite, best of the best.
The best of the best.
Yeah, found them in the north side, just driving by, cruising.
What's
Hey,
it? That's the 18th, right?
19th.
The
It's a
19th.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
3/19 Sunday,
3/19 Sunday,
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Rockwood. But
Did you get referees?
yeah, I have it jotted down somewhere. We got referees, and then we got a homie Daniel from Take It Back podcast and Jason from Panther City Propaganda doing the commentating.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be renting out a generator and hook up some speakers and be blasting comments out. You know.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to get Isaac to fucking shoot the video and shit, or like someone to fly the drone at least, some shit. But then also after the 4th inning, the coffins. We're gonna do a little quick.
A little quick.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, but it should be fun. I think we're gonna cook out before and shit, or no, after, because if we eat before, no.
Yeah, we eat before it's gonna be bad, bro.
Yeah, I eat and I want to pass the fuck out. That's why I like fasting. I've been fasting like a motherfucker.
I used to fast, bro. You can't tell anymore.
You don't look like you ever been fast.
I used to fast, man. I used to do what is it? I would do a 4-hour window, so I would go 20 and 4, and I would just do coffee, black tea, water, for those 20 hours, and then I would eat in a 4-hour window.
Eat as much as you could, Tasha.
No, I still kept some macros. Like I would probably taking like 1,600 calories in one meal, but 1,600 calories in one meal, like if you're eating good and cooking for yourself, you can get a pretty hefty steak in there. You can get some asparagus, sweet potatoes. Like I was on a pretty.
You gotta like look at the packages and add all this shit up.
Oh yeah, I used to do all that, bro. And but at some point you kind of realize, okay, you can stop tracking it, and okay, if my steak is 12 ounces, and I have like 8 asparagus spears, and then I have like maybe like a cup full of sweet potatoes, like you're like, okay, I'm in my macro level. But a lot of it, like you can eyeball it over time, and then you're not like, because there's a scale.
Like
I used to have a scale, bro, where I would weigh all my food, pre-cook and post-cook. So a lot of people will measure pre-cook, and it's like you're losing you're losing calories because you're gonna cook that steak and the fat's gonna come out of it, the blood's gonna come out of it, and then you should measure post cook. So how big is that steak actually? Because I mean, I can put down some steaks like some thick ass ribeyes, but
me too.
that's just not. It's not good when you're like. You got to measure that and fucking pay attention because
it'll knock you out.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up. There's a lot of fat in some ribeyes. My preferred steak is always a New York strip steak.
Yeah. See, I don't know which one's which yet, but they all taste good to me.
And then, like, when you learn to cook a steak, when you can cook a steak on charcoal and you can cook a steak on gas, you can cook a steak in, like, a cast iron skillet in the kitchen.
I do that.
Like, you kind of learn, like, oh, this is different flavorings. And you learn, like, this is the seasoning that I like on my steak. Like, one of my boys, he used to do brown pepper and salt. And he'd do brown sugar, salt, and pepper. And that's how he did his. And when it caramelized that brown sugar on the outside, it, like, kept all the juices inside. And it was good. But I never done that. I always just use his Uncle Chris's steak seasoning.
What I would do is get the steak in a foil. And then I season it with just salt and pepper. And then I would do a little bit of a paprika and fucking parsley. And I would just like fold it up, put it in the oven for like 5-10 minutes. And take it out and then put it on the iron skillet.
Yeah.
And let it sit for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, get that burn on it. Yeah, exactly.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, man. There's
steaks and
I had a buddy that used to do. He had one of those like. I guess it was some kind of pressure cooker, but he would like vacuum seal a steak and then put it inside of there.
Yeah. And
cook it, and then you pull it out and you put it on the skillet, just to get the sides, the color. And I was like, and it was good.
Yeah. See, the other day what did I put in there? I put I don't know what kind of food it was, but I put something in there, and I think it was bacon. I tried to air fry some bacon.
Yeah.
And that shit was ass. Like, it came out, and I was like, this is not the bacon I know and love.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so it made me kind of distrust it. And also, like, the fact that when I'd be using this air fryer, fucking smoke alarm would go off. And it's like, why is a smoke alarm going off?
For real?
Yeah. I was like, is it releasing some gases?
That I can't see?
Yeah. And so I was thinking maybe that should release this carbon monoxide or some shit. But...
Bro, now you got me tripping. I don't have an air fryer. I don't use air fryer.
But I don't want one.
But you got me tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
I think I brought some of the fumes.
Yeah. Just checking where we're at on time. Like, I ain't got... I mean, I still got to edit shit out, but I was just wondering.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. There's so much shit we can talk about, bro. Like, we just got into steaks off of fucking a kickball game. Like, dude, that's the beauty of conversation. You don't know where it's going to go. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're just kind of like... Oh, wow, that's where we got to.
You gotta eat right if you want to win. You know?
That's true. That's true.
You gotta get your steaks in this week, and you got 2 weeks.
I know, I got 2 weeks. I'm get back in the gym. I'm gonna go.
I got you on the field. Are we gonna be buddies?
Dude, I don't even know what position I'm playing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I gotta get with Dank. Like, bro, we gotta figure this out. I think he's going out of town this weekend. So I'm like, I guess we're going to have to figure that out next weekend.
Be like, Louis said he has some track star he knew from high school on the team.
Dude, I don't know who was all on the 2 High Texas team.
I know Tavo, Eric.
Yeah.
Maybe Session.
I don't know about Session. I was talking.
I think his cousin. I actually got a list. Let me stop talking shit. Let's get factual.
I mean, I'm just saying, Dank was the fastest rapper in Fort Worth till Tavo took him out.
He was the fastest rapper only because he was racing all the slow people. all slow drunk people. And poor Ashes isn't... He just thought he was going to win because he was white.
But he was running in like dress shoes, wasn't he?
In some bullshit he was wearing. Some Gucci fucking...
I think it was in Gucci loafers that he was racing, bro.
Okay, we got 2 high teams. We got Dank, Heartbreak Mo, Rod, Davo, Eric, Ernie, and Nikki.
I don't know who Nikki is.
And then Nikki, she shoots the video.
Okay.
Daydream Media, I believe. That's just that or something. Okay, and on the Fostepco team, we got me, D-Lo, Oscar, Donk, Carlos Diaz, Fabian, Lees, Hesh, all my cousins, and Joe Paris.
Man, it kind of seems like y'all got more players on y'all's team.
Well, it's because Dank's been stalling on filling out these last 3 slots.
Because he don't want you to Google who he got.
You don't want me to know they're gonna be the
ringers, bro.
And we got bring out fucking Messi. What's his name?
Bro, that was good. I didn't see that one coming. Bring out Messi.
Yeah.
We got Messi
playing kickball. He's like
Messi playing kickball.
He said it was soccer.
Messi shows up confused.
Yeah.
What's going on here, guys?
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, man, so Tropicana's new single, when's that drop?
In the Streets coming
Because I just saw the
March 30th.
March 30th. I just saw I just saw the Instagram post or the story.
Yeah, March 30th. We're dropping In the Streets, and it's a pretty dope song. It's got like a shout outs to a lot of the homies that he's fucked with over the years and shit. Cause we got that, and then I know.
Oh, bro, I have to ask a question. Who did the Fostepco, in the songs when it says Fostepco? Who did that?
My girl Diana.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone always asks.
I was like, who did that?
Nah, I'll be telling you, I was like, I'm gonna make you famous.
Nah, dude, because it's like honestly, when you told the story earlier, the first time you heard it, like in my head, that's the voice I imagined in my head when you heard it. Like that's the feeling when you said you got the feeling, and it was like, all right, and like, dude, when it comes through on a song, it really comes through. Like just hearing it, it's like, okay, I know what this is about. Like, all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but yeah, the idea is like the tag could a door opening and then closing, so it's like you're walking, or the voice or Fostepco is walking into the room type shit, or leaving.
Yeah,
whatever. But yeah, that's who it is.
All right. I was just curious because I was like, I've always wanted to ask, but I was like, I'm gonna save that for the podcast. Because every time I'll put on a Fostepco song, like, dude, you got to figure out how to get fucking Alexa to fucking understand what Fostepco is.
How does she say it?
She does it.
She does it.
Hey Alexa, play Fostepco. She says some crazy ass shit. Like, that's not what I said.
I wonder if because you can get your phone to read, right?
Yeah, well, because I got an Echo Dot. So I just tell it to the Echo Dot. I was like, play Fostepco from Apple Music. And, like, she gets confused as fuck. Like, I just heard some crazy, like, some country shit.
Yeah, just never.
Like, this. But sometimes it works, though, randomly.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But so when it works, how does she say it?
It sounds like she's saying Fostepco, like, properly. But it's like, why do you only understand? Well, I mean, I guess I could just be fucking too drunk.
Right. You're
like Fostepco from
Fostep.
Yeah.
You forget the code.
Go.
Nah, there's so many people that not even just blaming robots, but people in general would be like, how do you say it? And I'm like, sound it out.
I mean, it's just like it's spelled.
Yeah, like
100%.
If you got any knowledge of phonics,
and if you've heard one song, you've heard someone pronounce it.
Yeah, type shit is.
Yeah.
F-O makes the fo. Step makes the step. Co makes the co. Fostep.
All right, man. So let's cut the reel. Everything you got going, everything that you do, tell everybody.
Oh, shit. Fuck. The list is endless, really, but shit. I mean, hit me up for recording and shit. We be up at the studio printing shirts, designing logos, really just helping artists bring their visions to life. And yeah, if y'all interested in working together and shit, just hit us up at Crooked2thstudios. We got a team of professionals ready to make your vision come to life. And we work with budgets and shit, so if something seems too pricey for you, like, we can just find a different way. We find solutions to make it happen. But yeah, appreciate you for having us here.
Yeah.
Me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just the reel. Like, I still got some more drink, and you still got a little bit left. Okay. So I'll cut that into a reel. Man, I didn't know collab was a thing on Instagram. Like.
Oh yeah.
So
it's been a thing for a while now.
I did, bro. Man, I've really been that. I should have been doing that the whole time I had the podcast, but I never did. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah. So instead of tagging, you collab.
100%, bro. Okay, so the best way to get a hold of you is through how, bro? Because we have ongoing conversations through three different Instagram accounts.
I'll give you my phone number.
No, I mean just like in general, because you have, there's Crooked2 Studios, then you have Fostepco, then you have
If you're messaging me about business, do it to the Crooked Tooth email or the Crooked Tooth page, because that way we can keep record. Yeah. But if it's just to hit me up,
say, bro, where you at? Where do I get this green smoothie today?
Yeah, really, if you message me on any of those pages, I'll see it eventually. But the thing is, if you message me on social media, I'm going to see it when I see it.
I know.
Because I don't my notifications are off. And my phone, see, I didn't even know it was there. I just lose track of it. It's fucking... Yeah. And that's why I kind of want an Apple Watch and shit, so I can see it. But I feel like even then, I wouldn't fucking...
pay attention.
Yeah, because that's the constant jokes with motherfuckers that know me. They're like, Travis Cannon, bro, answer your phone. They're like, fuck, I've been outside for 5 minutes, so I just leave the fucking door open now. Just leave the door open.
I walked up in you at the studio.
Yeah.
You scared me. I was like, the door was open.
Yeah, no, I leave it open for that reason, because I know how fucking bad I am at seeing my phone. But if you shoot me a text or call me and shit, fucking...
You're usually pretty good, though. Like, if you know we got something planned, or you know, meet up with
I don't forget shit.
Yeah, you're right there. Like,
and I communicate back, like, if I'm running late and shit. A lot of motherfuckers won't tell you they're running late and then never show up.
Yeah, dude, I was here like 3 minutes past 7. Like, I was here. I stopped the store. I got here, and then you were like, "Should I just like drive around?" I was like, "Nah, bro. Like, I'm here now."
Yeah, when you said you weren't here, I thought that you like.
I was like way off.
Maybe you were hungover or something still.
Nah, man. I get off work at 6.
I was like, this guy parties.
No, I do, man. They're talking about going out tonight. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think I'm just going to kick back.
Well, you're not down.
Huh?
You're not down. I'm
not down to go out tonight? I feel like I am.
Just poking the bear.
We were talking about going to curfew.
No, because it's Monday.
Yeah.
Every Monday.
Yeah, meet me underground.
Oh, you've known you were going to go to MMU since...
But I got Crocs on.
Last Monday.
I got Crocs on right now, bro. And I guarantee you they'll let me in with Crocs on.
Yeah, they will. That's what they wear.
I got tennis shoes in the car, though.
That's the MMU attire. You gotta have Crocs, but they can't be blank. You gotta have some anime on them.
I got some Pokemon on mine.
They're drawn. That's fucking anime still.
Yeah. I got the Funko Pops.
Yeah, so you fit right in. You probably walk out with a different pop.
You want to trade, bro?
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's call this. This was fun. Like, we never talked this long before. Well, when we're always at a show or something. But yeah. All right. So I end every podcast with talk shit in the comments. And if you don't want to, then fuck you. Oh.